Now, Fox 35 News.
The Orlando Citrus Bowl needs a lot of work right now. It is getting a $10 million facelift, and $1 million of that money is going onto the field. Grass is being replaced with AstroTurf.
And we are lucky enough to have a sample of it today. They're saying,
clip right here.
Yeah, rain shouldn't be an issue because there's actually holes to drain water on the underside of this turf. Fox 35's Holly Bristow has a closer look.
If you haven't been to the Florida Citrus Bowl lately, well, make that in the last week. Chances are you're not going to recognize it. It's because the entire field is now green.
It looks nothing like it did last time it made headlines. January 1st, the Florida Citrus Bowl halftime performance was canceled because the field was so torn up after several weeks of heavy rain, combined with high school football championship games and the Champs Sports Bowl. An impression that left the city beautiful looking not so beautiful to a national TV audience. But with this new AstroTurf Game Day Grass 3D, rain and football will not equal a mud pit.
It's a lot nicer because you don't have to worry about the mud and so forth and the drainage. You could have a pouring down rain and still be able to play the ball.
That's because the AstroTurf has little holes. Underneath lies different sized gravel that gives the water somewhere to drain. The gravel is layered in different sizes, then compacted to level the surface for the turf. AstroTurf gets rolled out in sheets. Crews cut the edges, pull it out evenly, then use a special sewing machine to stitch each row together.
After the turf is stitched together, then it's folded over and the stitch is actually rubbed out flat. And then once we get it rubbed out flat, then we'll pull the piece over and lay it flat with the turf side up.
Now, if you're an athlete, you're probably going to look at this right now and say, wow, that AstroTurf looks pretty long. Well, one of the final steps is they're actually going to come in here with sand and little bits of rubber and put that in between the turf, so the turf will actually end up only being about a ½ inch long. And as you can see, crews are still busy working, putting down the new turf, but I'm told that this should all be done by the 27th. At the Florida Citrus Bowl in Orlando, Holly Bristow, Fox 35 News.
And the project manager there tells Fox 35 they recently put in some similar AstroTurf in the St. Louis Rams field and practice field, and apparently the team there is just loving it.